hello, howdy, hey there, how are you? My name is Brilliant Bro, and welcome back to what I believe should be the final part in touring Stampy's lovely world. Obviously, if you're seeing this, I've decided to split the tour of the Funland into two parts because it is truly just massive. So yeah, without further ado, let's just continue it, because I realised I actually did miss a mini-game. Well, kind of missed a mini-game in the last episode. Thankfully, I did realise it, and this is one of Hit the Target's mini-games. If you didn't realise, if you didn't know, I did explain this in the last episode or in this episode, depending how I want to do it. I don't really know. Hit the Target actually took over the Funland for a little bit and was built with some mini games of his own. They weren't anything complicated. This one is Racing Chest Boats, just an absolutely incredible name. And if you can tell from the name, you basically have to race boats. And I also hello Gregory Jr. I still haven't found Duncan and Mittens. This is a new day of recording, so I'm not recording this on the same day as the last bit of recording you've seen, so I have no clue. I kind of forgotten some things. No clue where Duncan and Mittens are. Also, this is a very awkward present. I don't know what this is supposed to be, so I might just leave that there. I don't know why there is a present. Continuing down, I believe the last mini game I showed off yesterday was this one. Oh no, Gregory. I remember Gregory got stuck. Yes. And then I went out there and I found the little cake shrine thing. I really don't know what that is. We're just going to keep moving. I remember I was doing it in a grid pattern, so I'm pretty sure this is the next mini game I have to show off, being Temple Tracks. Now, I don't fully remember how you win this game. What I do remember is that it's a game revolved around minecarts. That's all I can remember. It's a game revolved around minecarts. I don't know. I can't remember anything past that, so I hope that's good enough. There's also this. What is this? I don't quite know what this is. Music Master. Okay. We have a reset button. We have something in here. We have colored wool. Music discs. And then we have a giant music disc on the floor here. I genuinely don't remember what this is. This is one of those mini games. As I said, there are a few mini games that I just cannot remember, don't remember at all. And this is one of them. I briefly remember there being a music-based mini game, but I can't remember what it was about, so I'm sorry. Maybe you can tell me down in the comments below if you do know. This is blocked. I think I showed this off in the last episode. At least I hope I did. Once again, I don't fully remember what this was about. It's just very, very flat in there, so I can't quite remember. I am sorry about that. There is this game here. Okay, we're hitting a lot of games I don't really remember. Blobs. What are blobs? Carpets. Oh, I do remember this one. This has something to do with like pistons and moving carpets around, because you can move carpets with pistons in Bedrock Edition, if I remember correctly. And this is that game where you'd have to try and create the biggest blob, if I remember correctly. Then we have this one here. Did I show this one off? There's a chance I might have shown this one off. Go Throw. No, I did not show this one. I don't know what this one was. I was about to say, I'm pretty sure this has something to do with ender pearls. I don't know what specifically, though. There's a glass roof. There's this. I don't quite remember. This is the redstone game. We did show this one off. Yep. Race Stone. We showed off that one. Oh, I do need a bed, actually. Let's keep going this way. This is one I remember very well. Very well. Oh, and this one. These are two mini games I remember well. This one is called Drench. And you have to find, I think it's 4 pieces of string, right? Or no, 5 in your, I guess, room. Then you have to run out, place it down, trigger it, and then the other person gets drenched in water. Honestly, quite a fun concept. I really like that. Here we have another piece of ground, obviously for the Funland wide golf course. In here we have tool trade, which, yep, I did remember it correctly. To my memory, I don't remember how it all works, the rules. This is one of the more complicated games. Not much redstone at all, as you can tell. It's just based off of the old design of a villager blacksmith, I believe. However, I believe it works similar to Rummy. Rummy is a card game in real life that I play with my family. And I'm pretty sure it's based off Rummy or some sort of real-life card game, or at least heavily inspired anyway. Moving down past the pig race, we come to... I think it's called Snow Globes, this is right. Oh, I nearly looked at the end. And Jolly Snowy. Now, there were snowmen in here, but I believe Stampy actually took them for the end of his like, finale. But the only problem with that is that now there's no snow golems in here to play the game. And I believe it was just simply... I believe you just had to make the most amount of snow. Like, that was it. I think you had to... I believe you had to try and cover up your opponent's snow. Opponent's side, while you had to keep yours clear, if I remember correctly. Might be wrong about that. But this is one of the few games that looks incredible with RTX. Sadly, I cannot use RTX, so I can't really show it off in RTX, which is a bit of a bummer. But oh well. Moving along down here, also, you might have noticed I'm going to have to resort to eating cakes now, because I've kind of ran out of bread. We have Berry Berry 2 in space. This used an X-ray glitch that you could do at the time. I'm pretty sure the glitch doesn't work anymore. No. Oh, I've just trapped myself. Let me just break this quickly. Yeah, there was an X-ray glitch that let you do this before. You can't do it anymore. So this is technically, once again, one of the broken minigames that just cannot be fixed. Like, that's it. Just cannot be fixed. I've actually just realised we're kind of getting back to the beginning of the Funland here in our grid-like pattern that we're attempting to go through, I guess. Moving along, though, we have Investigator. Now, this was a really fun minigame where you'd have someone who would sit in this little room here, and then you'd have other people who would flick the levers trying to... I guess change the teeth. Let's say we flick those three, and then the investigator would have to come out and figure out which teeth have changed, which ones have gone in, which ones have gone out. Really, really fun game, honestly. I really like this. I think I remember this one being one of my more favorite ones back in the day. Gregory is gone. Gregory... Where have I lost Gregory now? Not Gregory, sorry. Gregory Jr. I kind of just automatically make him Gregory. Something teleported. That was an arrow. Okay. Don't tell me I've gone and lost Gregory now. Gregory was with me. He was here. He teleported. I ran this way. Then I killed this skeleton, because why not? And then I went... I sat him down by Berry Berry 2. Okay. I thought I nearly lost another dog there. That would have been terrible. Don't worry. I will find... oh no, I forgot their names. Duncan and Mittens. Don't worry. I will find Duncan and Mittens. Don't panic. It will happen. I will find them. Moving on down, right next to Broth Brawl, we have, not this game, the Mole Hole game, literally called Mole Hole. We'd have 3 people in the middle, one person would be the mole, and they would quickly pop up for like a second or two, and whichever person shot them would gain a point, and then whoever had the most points at the end would be the winner. But once again, we're back to this beginning area, so I guess we kind of just shuffle along, and then once again, move on down, starting with Pig Pong. It's basically what it is. It's ping pong, but with pigs. Honestly, quite fun. I don't know if it still works, because I think minecart bouncing has kind of changed a little bit. But it was fun when it worked. I guess I'm going to have to test that out. Moving along, I'm pretty sure I've showed this one, the one with Frostwalker. Yes, I do remember showing the one with Frostwalker. We have this game here, Terracotta 2. I do think there was a Terracotta 1, but I think that was an Employee of the Month minigame. So this was a recreation of that, where I'm pretty sure someone would randomly place a bunch of terracotta in here. The other person on the other side, I'm pretty sure, would have to come and look through the glass and then try and replicate it on the other side, to my memory. Might be wrong about that, might not be wrong about that. Who actually knows these days? Then we have two minigames back to back. This one was one of my favourite, Castle Crumble, where you would have a block of wool, red or blue, 2 blocks, and you would build a sandcastle. I think there wouldn't be a wall here normally. I'm not sure if there's a wall here normally. And then you would build a castle, and like, it's a fun sort of mini strategy game, a little bit more difficult. Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you right there, and I'm sorry about the audio quality, but I've just realised I've done a terrible thing, and I'm pretty sure I might have accidentally killed Gregory Jr. Listen, it's not my fault, and I didn't realise that. I'm pretty sure he was drowning under the moat, because the way I record these videos is I have to plug a microphone into my iPad, but that means that I actually can't hear any in-game noise, so I didn't hear Gregory Jr. drowning. Oh my gosh, I've literally just heard this for the first time, and I'm so sorry. Please find it in your heart to forgive me. To explain, basically you had to find the opponent's coloured world before the opponent found yours inside of their sandcastle. Moving on, we have Slime Time. This was a fun game, which once again, I don't know if this works or not, this game, but you basically had a little slime, a baby slime, which sadly is not here, whether it despawned or just disappeared, who knows, died or something. But you would basically guide a baby slime across the platform, and I think you would then try and get it into your opponent's side, if I remember correctly. So that was a fun little mob-based minigame. Not many minigames based around mobs in Stampy's Funland, I'm just realising. So it's kind of cool that we at least have a few of them, that being one of them. Then we have Fashion Sense. This was a very quick one. You'd get a quick glimpse at a armor stand, and you'd have to try and remember it and dress it up the same way. And whoever dressed it up most similar would be the victor. Moving along down here, we come back to Berry 2. What is this game? Did we skip? Okay. We've kind of got an elevation difference here. This is going to be a bit tricky. Maybe let's continue down here, because there does seem to be a small group of mini-games, just 2 mini-games here, that we might have missed. First of all, Fairy Lights. XP orbs follow you, as you know, and Stampy made a minigame off of it, where you'd have to guide an XP orb down basically an obstacle course and try and get it to the other side. Also has this cool stained glass. I kind of like how there's 2 minigames. Using brightly coloured stained glass. Even that kind of uses stained glass. Kind of just all right next to each other in this sort of trinity of coloured glass games. Then we have this one where you would have to guide a chicken, I believe, using seeds along a path to try and turn on all of your lamps, and I also think then turn off the others' lamps, if I remember correctly. Once again, might be wrong about that. Now, there is this little elevated part here, but I think it would be cool, once again, to separate in our little grid pan, also just shake it up a little bit, to just finish off these mini games down here on the lower elevation, because it kind of creates a sort of square pan, you might notice. Yeah, there's like a small square of mini games left. Okay, I mean, moving on. In the Dark. This was incredible. This was amazing. I loved In the Dark. Genuinely, this was one of my most favourite, I would say, like, newer mini games, like out of the newer 7 mini games. You kind of have like the old games. I don't know why I'm pointing over there, but you have like the old games, the sort of middle of the road games, which typically seem to be the most popular for some reason, and then the new games. This is one of the newer games. I loved this. I loved the idea of In the Dark. It was incredible. It's basically tag. That's it. Put it short. It's basically tag, but it's just pitch black and you can't see anything, and it's just heaps of fun. I'm also going to set my spawn just in case I die or forget to. Here we're back to Terracotta. So I guess we can just skip past Terracotta 2 to this one, which I believe is called Pumpkin Path. This was another boat race minigame, but with a small twist. Sorry, that butt might have been a little bit loud. With a small twist of where I love the armor stands. Wow, look, there's still pumpkins on these. Huh, interesting. Where if you make like path blocks, you can obviously row your boat across path blocks, but then you can't go up onto another elevation using it, so it kind of could create this, like, I don't know how to describe it, this weird game where you'd have to try and literally make your own path to the opponent's side and then make your way back. Really fun, really cool. This is the last minigame in this lower elevation area. To my knowledge, I don't think I've missed any. I hope I haven't missed anything. If I have, let me know in the comments below once again. Moving on to the upper elevation, we have, once again, I think we're just going to move along down here. We have brick breaking. Very simple game. I think this was also based off of an Employee of the Month minigame. I might be wrong about that, where it's basically simple. You need to, I think, flick levers on the back, right? Yeah, press buttons here to make the opponent's cobblestone go in here and light it up. While at the same time, you need to make sure your opponent doesn't do the same to you by breaking the brick blocks or the cobblestone. Moving along, we have, I mean, let's be honest, I think this might be, maybe next to Flower Power, the most iconic game in his Funland, next to Flower Power, obviously. And that is Temple Trap, the giant pyramid next to me. I was trying to find the entrance, but I can't find it for some reason. I guess this is it. Oh, yeah, of course, this is it. Temple Trap, once again, kind of similar to In the Dark, a kind of form of tag, but it's just inside a giant pyramid. That's it. There's no real special gimmicks. Obviously, there's a bunch of like jumps and little hidden passageways inside the pyramid for you to run around, but it's no more complicated than just a simple game of tag. But somehow, the simplest game is probably one of the most amusing. I know for Stampy and his helpers, I'm pretty sure it was one of their most favourite games to play. Also, can I say, now we've come up here, just have a look at this view. Oh my gosh, I've got a Clash of Clans notification. Okay, getting rid of that. As I was saying, look at this view. So many mini games that we still have to go over. We did do those ones there, but still so many. So we just got to keep moving. Don't stop. Keep moving. Next up, we have Sheep Shuffle. Very simple. Once again, another boat race on ice this time, as you can tell. And you would have to try and transport sheep everywhere. Jeepers, I am like losing sprint like nobody's business. I guess cake isn't that fueling. And there's also the occasional squid for some reason. Oh, and we actually have 2 sheep here. So that's interesting. Yeah, and it basically is a race minigame. Like, that's what it is. It's a racing minigame. I did notice, have a look down there. There's once again another patch of land where, actually, it seems like there might be a couple patches of land over there where minigames were never built and probably would have been built if Stampy obviously decided to continue. Moving along, Moving along, we have one of my personal... This is a minigame I don't see many people talk about for whatever reason, because it's an incredible minigame. But for me, this is once again a minigame that I recreated in my own theme park way back in the day. And this is, I think it's called Shark in the Water, or maybe like Gold Grab or something. Basically, there would be someone with, I think, Depth Strider boots and a sword. And you, the pirate, would be on opposing teams, would have to try and come in, grab as much gold as you can from the chest, and then escape back to your boat and steal as much gold while the shark is trying to take you out, so to say. Yeah, take you out. But then, moving along, once again, we have this game here, the final version of Berry Berry. Yes, you might realise there's actually 3 versions of Berry Berry. This is Berry Berry 3 Back to Berries, and this one uses lodestones and lodestone compasses, which is pretty cool. Gregory Jr.? I thought he might have been in the minecart, but there's a frog in the minecart. Oh no, where did I sit him down? Did I sit him down? I swear he was following me. He didn't die, did he? Where would I have put him? Think, boy, think. What minigame would I have sat him down in? I can't think of a game. I can't think. I genuinely can't think. I think I've lost Gregory Jr. And I'm actually might be more worried because I swear he was following me. I might be... Hang on, let me have a look for Gregory quickly. Okay, fine, I'll admit it. I've lost Gregory well and proper. I have absolutely no clue where he could be. I mean, at least with Duncan and Mittens, I know a rough area of where they're probably going to be. I genuinely can't think of where. I'm going to have to look back in editing to see where he is. We've got to move on, though. Dodge and drop is the next game. I think by the name, you could kind of imagine what it is. You have to jump up, and I think you have to shoot the opponents, if I remember correctly. And then at the same time, dodge your own. I'm really scared that Gregory... I gotta be honest, I'm really scared Gregory died. Because I'm sure he was following me, and that's what scares me. I don't remember sitting him down, and I'm scared... that he did. Do you think a drown would have killed him? I swear, if Gregory died, if I've killed Gregory, if Gregory died, Gregory Jr. died on my watch, I don't know what I'm going to do with myself. Don't know if I'm even going to be able to sleep at night. I don't even remember where I was originally. I think I was walking around here somewhere. Yeah, I think I was up there. So I guess moving along, we once again, as I said, have this huge open space for a mini game. Here, we have a minecart mini-game, which actually was one of Hit the Targets once again. At least I think this was one... Was this one of Hit the Targets? No. I don't think this was one of Hit the Targets, right? I think this was one that Stampy built, just in the style of Hit the Target, to my knowledge. I might be remembering that wrong. Oh no, I think this is Hit the Targets, because he always left these signs here at the beginning. Then we have this mini game here, which, let's see what it is. Oh, I remember this one. This was a simple race where you had to race, I'm pretty sure, to see who was the fastest. Yes, and it involved, like, powdered snow. And I think you'd have to try and not freeze, maybe. I think it was. I might be wrong about that. And then you start freezing. And then you come through here. And then you'd have to try and pick the right door. Not the wrong door. The right door. Oh my gosh. Are all of them closed? Oh, okay. All of them are closed. But some of them would be powdered snow. And you'd have to try and choose the right one. Oh goodness. I just teleported into the cake. Okay, that's not so great. Then next to this game, we have his parkour minigame. I love parkour. Jump in, and this was a parkour minigame where I'm pretty sure every lap, yeah, with this one here, every lap the course would change, so you could kind of do like shortcuts and other things. This is quite a fun one. I'm curious to see when we play this one how well I do, because I'm pretty good at parkour, but my sisters... yeah, they're decent, but they're, like, not fabulous, you know? So maybe we're going to have to adjust that one a little bit. We have this game here. Like, once again, I don't... This game, first of all, this game's massive. Why is it so big? Second of all, I have no clue. First of all, I can't find a sign for this game, which is mildly concerning. Another gap, may I add. Another gap for where a minigame could be built. Once again, I think I said this earlier in the video... But if you would like to maybe see me build my own minigames, fill in these empty gaps that Stampy left, because I've got a couple of ideas. I think I could accomplish, so to say, making a minigame of my own. I would personally love to at least try. Yoink. Okay, I don't remember this minigame at all. Then we have this one. I know for a fact this one, yep, used Rip-Tide Tridents. And you would have to sit here and try and, like, I think stop the person from falling or something, if I remember correctly. I remember that one being quite fun, though, to my memory. What was it called? Rejected. Oh, yes. I remember that. Rejected. That was fun. Also, just realised, look down here. There's all a bunch of lanterns and whatnot. Then we have Power Play. Once again, I don't know if this game works or not, or if this was one of the games that sort of broke. I don't quite know. Once again, if you couldn't tell, it involved minecarts, so that's pretty cool. There is this over here, actually. Did I miss this? What is this here? I think I know what game this is. This is his candle one, right? Fishy? No, okay. I have no clue what game this is. I don't know why. It always seems to be these weird multicolored games. Like, look, the pink, blue, green, orange. Pink, blue, green, orange, I think is this one. I can't remember what they are. What is it with this color combination and set of games that for whatever reason I can remember literally like zinch about nothing, zero. What is that? What is that? I have genuinely I have no clue why I can't remember. Oh my gosh, I'm just trying to find a way through. I'm getting lost. Somebody help me. Help me, I'm getting lost. Anyway, moving along. I think we have this minigame. We're back here. This is the one I showed off, wasn't it? Yeah, the minecart one. We've kind of made a weird square. I have no clue how we've ended up going in a square, even though I know there are minigames here that I still haven't shown. I think we kind of did this sort of weird pattern, right? Yeah, I think I know where I am and where I need to go. Okay, so I think it's down here, if I remember correctly. I think it's past the minigame to the left, past the one to my right. I think it's that one over there you might just be able to see. Also, we have another part, the final hole, the starting point for the hole anyway, for his, once again, Funland wide golf course. We have this game here, which actually has to do with a zombie spawner underneath, and I think you have to shoot zombies into the holes using snowballs. I remember this being what? Yeah, there you go. Look, there's a zombie spawner up there. That's honestly quite cool. I really like that. Then we have this one, which would involve scaffolding, rows of rows, and you'd have people that would put wither roses in. Why, I think, yes, there you go. You'd have to try and look through the scaffolding to see which ones were wither roses and which ones weren't, and then you'd have to try and get to the other side, and whoever made it the furthest would be the winner. Pretty fun and interesting concept, honestly, to use scaffolding for, because I think Stampy has a few scaffolding mini games, but this is, you know, one of the few. Once again, if you couldn't tell from the nether brick fire design, this is another one, hit the target build. Basically an obstacle course where you had one person sit in the middle and try and fool, I don't know if fool is the right word, try and foil, yes, foil the other people playing. And that might, if I remember correctly, I think this is the last minigame that hit the target, and Viva Dash build. I don't know why I keep forgetting to mention Viva Dash. Then we have Drip Drop. Once again, I think you had to shoot a minecart or something, so the leaf that you were on didn't, well, fall down, because it would stay here when it's redstone powered, and you'd have to try and shoot it back. Pretty fun. Once again, relatively simple minigame, but effective and fun nonetheless. Moving on. What is this? Giant minigame next to me, completely made of sandstone. I genuinely don't remember this one. Temple Pit. This is a PvP game, isn't it? This is a PvP game. I remember this. But what is it? How do you win? Ah, the minecart. I think you have to get a minecart across to the opponent's side, while at the same time, it's also just a free-for-all sort of attacking one another. I'm stuck in here, aren't I? I might be stuck in here. Hang on. I might need to just sneakily break my... Oh, no. Did the sandstone really need to drop to the bottom? Did you really have to drop to the bottom like that? Do you know I'm going to have to build up now just to repair this thing? There we go. And then jump off to take heaps of damage. Lovely. I do remember this game. Not very stunning from the outside, as you can tell. Kind of just a massive sandstone wall. But, you know, it's still impressive nonetheless. Here we have is a Lytra mini game. Very simple, very fun. You climb to the top of, I think it's that tower there, behind the glass. You'd have to try and glide around, and whichever coloured platform you landed on, you would get a certain amount of points. You would get the most points, obviously, for landing on this gold block here, because it is the most difficult one to do. Moving along, as it is nighttime, I should probably... I don't know why I keep saying moving along. Jeepers, the amount of times I've probably said moving along. Probably just annoying you at this point. What is this here? Okay, so hang on. That's this game. This is the candle one. I remember this. 4 candles, sort of a mini training game. Whoever gets all 4 of their candles first wins. Once again, very simple mini game. Very little redstone. You probably could build it in your own world if you wanted to. But one of the more fun, once again, later mini games in Stampy's Lovely World. And we've come to this patch here. I've just realised we might only have like 2 or 3. Oh, look, there's beds. We might only have 2 or 3 more mini games to go. So that's going to be kind of crazy. But then we have this mini game here, Pushback, where I believe, if I remember correctly, there's a skeleton in a minecart that you keep knocking back and forth, while at the same time, I think it's, oh my gosh, another Clash of Clans notification. Sorry for that cut. As I was saying, this is a Pushback, a mini game where I think you have a skeleton in a minecart that you would push back, obviously. And I think it's just the last man standing, last person standing. That's it. I don't think there's any more fancy gimmicks to it. It's just last person standing wins. There is also this here. Yes, there was a skeleton spawner here. So if the skeleton ever died in Pushback, you could relatively quite easily come and get another one. Moving along down here, once again, look at... Oh, hang on, there's a sign here. Friendly trousers. Hello? Is there something underground? Okay, there is absolutely nothing. Lovely. Just a sign saying friendly trousers. Okay. As I was saying, moving along, we have this one here. This was to do with a spyglass. If I remember correctly, you'd have a bunch of items on this wall here. And I think you would jump. Whoa, there you go. Jump. You'd get a very quick look at the other side. Oh, I didn't mean to... drop the coal there. You get a very quick look at the other side, and then you would have to try and see what was there. Also, there was a brick duck here that I think Fizzy built, but then Stampy decided to keep for whatever reason. Then just a few more... Oh, and I'm hungry. Just a few more mini games to go. Once again, huge plots of land. I would love to build some mini games here if that was something you were interested in. We have Who Rang. Very simple. You have, I think everyone look... I think someone stands up here, I'm pretty sure, and just looks at the wall. And then they walk in the arena and they have to try and figure out which person rang the bell. Very simple concept. Once again, pretty fun though to take some deduction skills, if you will. Jeepers, I didn't realise how much land there was back here. Also, a random birch log in a spruce tree for some reason. I didn't realise how much land was back here. What is this? What is this? Another spawner? What's in here? What is that? What is that? Am I blind? Is that a skeleton? I think it's a skeleton, but it looks huge. Why is it so big? Yeah, it is a skeleton, but for some reason the skeleton is absolutely massive. Huh. How strange. I genuinely don't remember this. Oh, well. Oh, yeah, by the way, look at this. Funky. This was the border I was telling you about. Look at this funky little thing here. Just a great... Well done, Mojang. Such a great transition there for old worlds into getting updated. Then we have this red sandstone minigame here. Don't quite know what this one is called. I'm looking. I'm trying to figure it out. It had something to do with shulker boxes. That was it. And I think you had to traverse through here using the shulker boxes, because when you open a shulker box, you actually move. Yes, see that? You move. I remember this one. I don't know the name of it, though. Do we have a sign somewhere? Yes, we do. Bug boxes. There we go. Then we have... That's the I Spy one. Ooh, what is this one? Campfires. That's it. Because in Bedrock, I'm not sure... Let's see. Should we see if this still works? Sure, why not? Oh, does it not work? This doesn't work anymore. So this is probably one of those mini games that just doesn't work anymore. But before, for some reason, Bedrock had an exclusive feature where when you would be set on fire, you could run over campfires and they would also light on fire. So you could kind of run around as you can see here, and leave a trail of fire behind you. And I think you had to try and kill the other opponents. But now, campfires don't set you on fire. And I'm also pretty sure that even if, say, you had like a normal fire there, I don't think it lights the campfires anymore. So I think this minigame is officially broken. So, oh well, what a shame. But, oh, hang on a sec, laddies. It was called Trailblazer. I mean, come on, that was an incredible, phenomenal name. But I'm having a look here. I'm pretty sure this was our final mini game of the Funland. So that is, well, it's not it yet, not the episode, but it is the Funland done. I'm pretty sure. Now, I've got to be honest, once again, the Funland is huge. And there's a good chance I missed a minigame. If I did miss a minigame, let me know in the comments below. And also, for the minigames that I just completely forgot what they were about or how you would do them, once again, also, let me know down in the comments if you remember what those minigames, how you played them were. Because I would love to know. I'd love to hear what you all think. Let me know what your, basically let me know everything. Let me know what your favourite minigame is in the comments below. But, as I said, either at the beginning of last episode or at the beginning of this episode, still haven't decided if I'm going to split this into 2 parts or not. We still have one last place in Stampy's lovely world that we need to go to. And you might have figured it out, might have mentioned it, you might have forgotten about it, you might remember it, who knows, really. But there is one last game. Did I show off Wiggly Worms? I did, and I also showed off this one, right? Desert Drop, yeah, I did. I remember showing off that. There is one last place we need to show off. And you know what? I think a great... Berry? No, not Berry. I think I remembered something. Hang on, folks. Hold up. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. I think there's a mini game I've forgotten about. I need to go and find it. I found the mini game. I can't believe it. I'm pretty sure. I have no memory of showing this to the camera. I'm pretty sure this is officially the last mini game. Honey Hunt, if I remember correctly. Right? Yes. You would have to run through, try and grab the honey, so to say, and make it out before the timer is up, and also make sure you are not trapped by, I think it's the honey bears, or maybe the bees. I can't quite remember. But yes, very fun game. This one, I do remember, was based off of a Employee of the Month mini game that they just had so much fun playing that they made it a permanent installment in the Funland. I actually feel almost offended by myself. I've offended myself that I completely forgot to show off that mini game. But as I was going to say, I think we should go to the final area by using the power of ender pearls, because ender pearls are the most powerful thing. Sorry for that weird cut there, but as I was saying, there is one last location that I need to show off in Stampy's world, and I believe it is in that direction. So in true Stampy fashion, we are going to stand on top of a cake. We are going to partially eat the cake because a cake is delicious, and we're going to end a pearl egg because we all know that is exactly how Stampy travels his world. So here we go, 3, 2, 1. It's really far away. We need to do a big throw. Okay, let's see. Hopefully we should make it there. Come on, and there we go. We've made it to what most people would consider the entrance to hit the target's castle. Thankfully, there is no charged creepers. We still have the pillars here that covered his castle in darkness for so long. We even still have this colourful building here that I believe Fizzy made when they did go and rescue Stampy. Look at this. There was many the battle here. I'm kind of glad, actually, I don't have any dogs on me right now. Here was the portal that I believe Viva Dash made to, I can't quite remember, go into the nether or something, an alternate dimension. I might be wrong about that. But here we are. Literally, the gates of Hit the Target's castle. Sorry about that cut, but as I was saying, here we are, the entrance of Hit the Target's castle. dastardly, evil mastermind who, in technicality, depending how you want to look at it, won in the end. There's nothing in these books. I just want to have a look. No, nothing in the books. Interesting that there's a book and quill. There's even just a random book here. Actually, there's loads of books. Do you think there's anything in these books? No. Just random books and quills. Okay, that's fine. Oh, we have the sets of armor he has. Up here, I believe we have his bedroom. This is Viva Dash's bed. This is Hit the Target's bed there. Maybe I'll have a little snooze in that if I remember to. Here was where he had Barnaby captured, and Stampy officially left his lovely world to save the ones that he loved. And if we go back inside and go up the ladder, you can see we just get to the top of his castle. There is this. I've got to be honest, I don't know what this is. There seems to be just a giant tower behind his castle. I mean, sure, I guess. We can maybe go have a look at that in a minute. But we do want to go down even more. Actually, it wasn't, yes, down here to, this was where he, so to say, was, I don't know what the word would be, scheming, I guess, about, trapping Stampy in the Colosseum. Actually, I think there is a little sign here. Yes, there's Stampy, and you would surround him with mobs in a last attempt to try and kill him. Jeepers. Hit the target was evil. Look at this. There's chiseled bookshelves with just books in. Are any of these books actual books is my question. I mean, I don't want to look through them all, but then at the same time, it would kind of be cool if there was like a book that actually had something written in it. Maybe Viva Dash or Hit the Target. I think could be cool, but nope, they're all regular books. So let's have a look then, I guess, shall we? Let's have a little look at what is behind here. Now, I do need to be careful. How do we it's on the second floor. Okay, I can do that. Let's go up here. Go here. Oh, is it behind the painting? Hang on, if I break this, it is behind the painting. Okay, interesting. Let's break this one above me here. I think we should be able to jump up. Yep, come across here. I see that maybe I should remember what this is, but I don't quite. We just have redstone, and then it seems to be blocked off all the way to the top. Interesting. Maybe I will have to have a look at that a little bit later. I do realise I have kind of trapped myself. I think I'm going to have to ender pearl. Do you think I ender pearl onto this stone down here? I should be able to. Yeah. There we go. Minecraft skill. Try not fall in the lava. Now, there was this minecart ride I remember he sent Stampy on. Oh, it is still... this was what I wanted to come see. I wanted to come see if this was still here, or if they'd gone rid of it. And that was the wreckage of Stampy's helicopter. Shame you never built a new one, because obviously travelling by your own personal helicopter is cool. But yes, this was when he hit the target, shot down Stampy's helicopter. What? How did I, not remember that? But yeah, anyway, to my knowledge, that's it. I don't think, to my knowledge, I have shown everything in Stampy's Funland, and that's it. Stampy's Funland, and obviously Hit the Target's castle, but really today was more about the Funland. Sorry, you Hit the Target fanatics, that I didn't show more of his castle. But as the sun sets over Stampy's lovely world, I got to say, that is it. That is it for today's episode. And I think there's only one real way to end this off, and I think we all know how to do it. I think first of all, we've got to just go here. And that is, if we come over here to recycle Michael. You might be wondering, why on earth am I going to recycle Michael? It is because we are going to put everything in the chest here. You might be wondering why. because we are going to go into the nether to hit the Target's Colosseum and inevitably end the video. But that is it for today's episode. I hope you all enjoyed. It was a blast. I should have had some cake. Did I leave some cake in there? I did, but oh well. I hope you all enjoyed. That is it for this saga of touring Stampy's lovely world. I really hope you all enjoyed, because I had a blast going down memory lane, exploring Stampy's lovely world in my own time. I know these videos weren't anything special, nothing highly edited, and I mean most of them, probably including this one, is like probably over an hour long. But if it's not over an hour long, then whew, I've worked some magic. But that is it for today's episode. I really hope you all enjoyed. This isn't the end of my journey in my journey in Stampy's lovely world, as I have got another more permanent series I'm planning on doing in here. No, it's not continuing his lovely world, but it's playing his mini game. So I really hope you will all enjoy that. But that is for the future, and for now, it is time to see how long can we survive in the Colosseum, if I can survive at all. That is, because I'm probably going to die upon spawn, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to fall down, and I'm supposed to be at full health, but I'm not at full health, so I'm pretty sure I'm just going to die upon spawn, aren't I? No, I didn't. Wow. But I died within a split of a second, because there just happened to be a baby zombie there. Thank you all for watching, and we will see you in whatever I do in the future. Well, most likely we'll see you in the brand new minigame series. Thank you all for watching, and goodbye! I can't believe I only lasted not even a full second.